Happy Resurrection Sunday to the 60 plus Black Women Expats group, Facebook group, the YouTube channel, and wherever else I post this video. I am honoring a special request from one of our 60 plus Black women expats who said they wanted more videos on just what daily life as an expat looks like, uh, and specifically my life here in Manta, because that's the only one I can speak to as an expat. I've been here over a year, and hold on, I'm walking Tyson, and he's off leash. And a couple was approaching me, and they stopped in their track. Tyson looks so fierce. He's only fierce if somebody is approaching me, because that's what he's supposed to do, is protect me. But it's Resurrection Sunday, and it's been a beautiful day. A little cloudy and overcast, but very nice day. I am taking him to our regular spots. And how today went, it was very quiet. I don't know whether the larger expat community had some kind of Easter gathering. Pretty much you have a choice to participate in large gatherings or small gatherings, or just kind of stay quietly at home. Today my choice was stay quietly at home. I'm going to put Tyson on a leash so this couple won't be scared to walk by. He is very well behaved, and I could tell him just not to bother him, and he'd do that too. But he'll. Okay. But I want the couple to feel comfortable. So I'm going to pan the camera around and walk down. Buenas noches. Okay. Now that I've passed them. Oh, did y'all hear me with my Spanish say good evening or good night? One of my funny things is sometimes I've said buenos dias when it was nighttime, or buenas tardes when it's morning. But I'm getting better at smoother with the correct times of day. Buenos dias, good morning or good day. Buenas tardes, good afternoon. And buenas noches, good night. My typical day is walking Tyson, answering, taking care of some of the administrative stuff of living abroad. And I thought I would use this video to kind of tell you some of the unexpected things that an expat might experience, maybe in other countries, but certainly here in Manta. Come. And I picked the time of day. I'm going to come. Okay, come on. I picked the time of day when everybody, I'm going to pan the camera around so you can see the pier. This is very, very busy because it's a holiday, and so everybody was out on the ocean. This is like the backside of my community, the ocean front. And I can actually walk down the elevator and out the gate of my condo to the ocean. Or if I'm walking the dog, I can come and just walk along the path where the locals who don't have private access to the beach but have this public access. Okay, I see another dog ahead. He also is off leash, so I'm going to turn around. Tyson, come. But you get to see the people on the pier just hanging out, enjoying family life. Come on, Tyson. Okay. So, one of the things that I'll cover a couple of things that were surprising when I first moved and became an expat, and that's paying your rent. And turn around. I'm going to show you There's a dog on, where is he? On the corner. There he is. A pretty shepherd. Beautiful shepherd. In Mexico, there were so many rooftops. Every time I walked Tyson, just about every house, there was a dog on the roof or a dog at the gate, and it was just such a noisy experience walking him. Manta is so much more, so different in that respect. We normally walk our dogs about the same time, but they're not running the streets like they did in Puerto Vallarta. And the dogs weren't strays. They all had owners. They just weren't on leash, but they pretty much stayed near the house. But I'm not talking about Puerto Vallarta. I'm talking about Manta. So back to paying your rent. Everybody pays their rent. But in Manta, it was a totally different experience. For one, rent is not due on the 1st and past due by the 5th, like it is normally in the U.S., or the 3rd, which was the case at my last high-rise downtown. It was due on the 1st and past due on the 3rd of every month. In Manta, it's by the calendar date. So if you moved in on the 8th, your rent is due on the 8th and past due 5 days later. And that was the case with both of the places I've lived. I think I know with Arrecife, I moved in on the 11th. So my rent was due on the 11th. And how I paid my rent was also different. In the States, it's pretty much online. There was actually a residence app is how I paid my rent. In Manta, it just depends on who owns the condo that you're in. And even though you may be in a high rise and there's 100 units and there are 80 or however many units, there may be 80 different owners. So there are 4 units on my floor, and each of those units can have a different owner. And the building manager, who's usually at the front desk sitting with the concierge, and if you're in a gated community, front gate and all that, their power to do anything like repairs or enter your condo if you need them to, again, is totally dependent on the setup the owner has with that building manager. At my first, at Arrecife, if I needed a light bulb changed or something was stopped up, I just went downstairs and told management, and they told the realtor who did the contract for me, she would okay it and they would enter and fix it. And that was easy peasy. That was not the case with, and oftentimes they were able to just come in the same day and do it. My unit then was actually owned by a business group, so I didn't have a single owner. And I paid my rent through Western Union. Yeah. So I paid my rent every month through Western Union. I was able to do that online, or I could go to the newest and shopping mall, the Pacifico, and I could pay my rent at the Western Union there. And that was okay. You pay a fee through Western Union, but you get points or rewards. So after you've done it 1 or 2 times, you're not paying anything because your rewards are just accumulating and paying for it. So I found that easy. However, where I'm staying now, totally different situation. She does not want to be paid. My owner, I'm told, is a female. I've never met her, but I've met her agent, who contacted my rental realtor agent, who found the place, and the two of them showed me the place and we signed a contract. If I need anything as simple as a light bulb, I do not telling the woman in the management office downstairs. It's just a waste of time, because she has to contact the agent of the owner. So I normally have to tell the agent of the owner speaks no English, has no desire to speak English. That is the case in Manta. So if you don't speak Spanish, get very familiar with the translation apps. And if you're going to be here for any length of time, I highly encourage you take lessons like I am. And I'm more serious about it this second year, because really it makes life so much easier to navigate. So yes, if there's something literally like a light bulb being changed, I asked the building manager. I had the bulb, I had removed it, and I said, "Is this the right bulb?" And the building manager was like, "Wait, stop! I have to contact. You can't buy it. I have to contact the owner, the agent of the owner." It was a 3-day process to get a light bulb changed. So she contacted the agent. I contacted my realtor, who contacted the agent of the owner, and they okayed me purchasing the light bulb. And once I had it, then they had to send someone out to put it in. It was different than just a screw in, but I think I could have managed it. But it's her property, and they wanted an engineer to put the light bulb in. The rent, back to the rent. For this owner, I deposit cash into her bank account. That's how she wants to be paid. I have a savings account in Manta, an Ecuadorian bank, which can transfer to her bank, but she does not disclose the information to me, nor to her agent, for me to be able to do that. And that is a battle I gave up, because it was like, it's her place. She decides how she wants to get paid. You want to live there, you do it. And that's what each and every owner may have their own setup of how you pay them. Some may send their agent by to collect it on that day, or have you paid through Western Union, or have you paid through one of the service companies also located in the mall that will accept payments. But her bank, most of the banks are in the mall, so I go to one floor and withdraw money from my cash from my ATM. And because there are daily limits, it's probably 2 days for me to get the cash in advance to when my rent is due. And then I go one level up in the bank and fill out a deposit slip and pay her. And initially I would take a photo of the deposit slip and send that to both my realtor and the owner's agent to confirm that I had paid the rent. So different. Let's see how I'm doing on time. Okay, this is a 15-minute video, and I want to make short ones. But if something as simple as that ties you up in knots, then the expat's life might be very difficult for you. Come on, Tyson. Because those kind of things are just what they are. We're in a different country. They operate on different rules. And when you conform to those rules, as you should, in their country or leave their country, then life is just easier. Now, being the stubborn person that I am, I tried to get Venture, the agent, to do Western Union and or bank transfer, and it just fell on deaf ears. So, and I could choose to be frustrated by that, but it wasn't going to change anything. So that's how I pay my rent in Manta. And you guys have a blessed day, and let me know if you want me to continue to post these little differences that I kind of forgot until somebody requested, why don't you tell us about the day-to-day life and the things that are just different. Not better or worse, but different. Okay, until next time. Be blessed, stay safe, live life to the fullest. You're never too old to make your dreams come true. You just have to start one step at a time. Until next time, bye. If you haven't subscribed and you're watching this on the YouTube channel, or you're watching it on the Facebook group, go to the YouTube channel and subscribe and leave me a comment and say, I subscribed. That way I can thank you. Bye.